That's fine too.
Hey everybody, I'm Shane. I'm here with Brian Patterson.
Hey Shane, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Enjoyed the show tonight.
Thanks so much.
As
Thanks
always.
for having us.
Thank you. You came with Pat. We like Pat, all right.
I love Pat.
Say hi,
I love
Pat.
that man. We became fast friends.
So usually I start these interviews talking about the history of the artist and the duck. And we were talking earlier. You played with Jamie Harris. You've played
Yeah.
with one of your first times with Jimmy LaFave,
Yeah, my first time playing at Mucky Duck was with Jimmy.
the hired hand.
The hired hand, yeah. It was so much fun. I was so nervous.
Were you?
So yeah, because we never knew the set.
Yeah.
And so the bass player would be like, I'll tell you the key. And I'm pretty good at picking out the key of the song. But he'd be like, oh, like 2 up is like however many sharps. however many has 2 sharps. I was like, oh, I'll just hear it.
That's why you were hired.
Yeah, it was weird because I was playing with Jamie, and Jimmy got to be good friends with Jamie.
Mm-hmm.
And he came to one of our shows and like talked to me for a while. I was like, hey, would you want to play with me sometime? And I was like, sure.
Right. Nice.
So got to play with him here, I think a couple times, and then Strange Brew in Austin when it was around, and then
I remember Strange Brew.
at the Kerrville Folk Festival.
Okay.
So
Nice.
So
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, we missed Jimmy.
Yeah.
So you also play in Pat's band too,
I do. Yeah.
because Pat stole you from Jamie once Jamie moved to Nashville. Or wherever she
Yes, I actually played Kerrville with Jamie last week, so
Okay.
I'm still in the rotation.
was. Like in a polygamous relationship with artists.
It's funny because like Austin's kind of this incestuous musician
Yeah.
kind of community, and
Yeah.
it's nice that I get to play with the people I love and like
Nice.
so much. So it's
Cool.
It's nice to be able to have that freedom to play with people I like and
Great.
be picky about it.
Nice.
Yeah,
So we're gonna get into these really heavy questions. You ready for the first one?
I'm ready.
What is the first record, any format, that you bought with your hard-earned money?
Okay, first record, hard-earned money. So we'll go CD. It was Rubber Soul Beatles.
Really?
Yeah.
I was young for that.
I was really young. Well, my first cassette was like Boys to Men.
Okay.
And I also had the
You
Top
didn't want
Gun
to say that,
soundtrack.
did you? You didn't
Well,
want to say
I don't mind saying that.
I mean, the Top Gun would take my breath away.
Take my breath away. Like all the Kenny Loggins stuff.
Yeah.
Was
No, that was great. That
was really great.
That was a good soundtrack.
Miami Sound Machine.
Oh yeah.
Gloria Estefan.
Do you remember the last CD you bought, by chance?
Oh.
Like I have no clue what the last CD of. I could nail the first CD, the first cassette.
Oh,
I have. It just because it was one of those things you bought one, you're like, well, these will be around forever. You don't even think about it.
Yeah, I feel like, gosh, one of the last ones I bought was like a Kinks compilation
Okay.
from an old vintage record store in
Right.
Austin. So
I mean, I'll either download now or buy LPs. It seems like.
right,
so,
yeah,
I don't know.
LPs are downloads for me.
So, what was your first concert?
So I was 16 years old, and I grew up in Waco, and it was 311 at Austin Music Hall,
Nice.
and it was a school night.
Okay.
And my sister, who was in college at the time, was supposed to drive me, but she couldn't. And my parents couldn't drive me, and I was like, you gotta let me go. I know where to go.
Nice.
And they let me go. So
Well, that's Austin
I was
Music
cool,
Hall's
and I
gone
went to
now.
school the next day.
That's gone now, isn't
It's
it?
gone.
Yeah. I saw some shows there in the early 90s, mid 90s, I think.
Yeah,
But it's
last
gone.
thing I saw there was My Bloody Valentine. It was
Oh,
great.
nice.
So
So yeah, speaking of which, y'all talking about the water park in Waco. It is amazing. That surf park.
I've never
It's
been. I didn't even know that existed.
It's unbelievable. My buddy in California called me. They're coming. He's like, yeah, me, him, and a bunch of pro surfers. I'm like, I'm going out with a bunch of pro surfers. But it's like, yeah, your part would be $500 for the day. And I'm like, yeah, no, thank you. But it's supposed to be amazing.
Wow.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
I
a real
bet.
thing.
That's cool.
All right. So Sharon Stone calls you. Says Brian, not Sharon Stone, Sharon Osbourne.
Oh.
This question would be better, Sharon Stone.
Sharon, like Ozzy Osbourne's wife.
Yes, Sharon
Okay.
Osbourne calls you.
Okay.
Says, Brian, I'm starting the Americana folk rock Ozfest. And being as her husband is Ozzy Osbourne and can resurrect the dead, he can resurrect anybody. Who's your band? Living or dead?
Living or dead.
To go out.
Folk rock.
Well, whatever
Or
you want to be.
anything?
It's your band. It's your songs, your band. You're going on tour. You're the headliner for the Ozfest.
I'm going and I can resurrect the band.
You can resurrect the band. Or you could be living people. Who's in your band?
Gosh. That's so. That's a really good question. I feel like I'm going to ruin it.
I mean, you can have Tom Petty as your backup singer.
Man. That's a great idea. Mike Campbell's on guitar.
Okay. I like Mike.
Bill Wyman on drums.
Oh. No, everybody forgets the bass players.
No, I'm deciding the bass player. It's hard. It's really hard. I'm just going with influence. I got to go McCartney.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'll have, and he can sing background vocals.
Okay,
too.
there you go.
He can sing background vocals for me. What else do we need? I would have Jamie Harris as a backup singer.
So you got McCartney and Harris as your backup singers,
yeah.
plus the bass player.
And
Got a keyboard player?
Yeah. Shaker. Shaker and tambourine are they will take a song here. They will put it at this level. That's what a tambourine does.
Hey.
Oh, not at all.
Lord. I think we just got canceled.
We got canceled. I hope that didn't come through the mic because y'all, you've changed.
This is
Oh yeah. Keyboard. Keyboard. Oh, well, I'll double down on the Tom Petty band, Benmont Tench.
okay.
Yeah.
Nice. It's a nice band. I'd
Yeah.
come see your band play at the
Thanks. Yeah.
Americana Ozfest.
That'd be a lot of fun.
So, seeing as you're primarily instruments guitar,
Yeah.
so what are some of your favorite riffs?
Ooh.
I was telling somebody the other day, I think like the Metallica Master of Puppet solo.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
I love
that's
that.
sweet. That's so sweet. I love melodic riffs, and the first one that I learned was like Day Tripper.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, there's just nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Or
it's
like
really
Mary
cool.
Jane's Last Dance.
Okay. Yeah, I've been asking that one recently, and I think I just asked Corey Brand. I don't know if you quote. He's like that beginning part of a Cult of Personality. Remember that song?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was like, that's pretty.
Yeah, those guys were rad.
They were. All right. Seeing as it's October, we're gonna go into shift some gears into some kind of some scary stuff.
Okay.
Real scary stuff. Do you have a band or a person that ever scared you in music? I tell people this. It's Colin Hay and those weird videos they had in the '80s with his his big bug eyes.
Oh yeah.
Just frightened me to death.
I grew up. Marilyn Manson scared the hell out of me.
That's what the person last night said.
Yeah, I didn't get it. It was weird. I was like intrigued, but I was like, this is not. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's 2 nights in a row we've had Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, he's scary.
Oh wait, sounds like a terrible person.
Yeah,
too,
he's
so.
he's
I was like,
he's a piece of.
I was like, when all it came out, I was like, why is anybody surprised about this?
Right, yeah.
What's
I was
surprising?
like, he is who you thought he was.
Exactly. So horror movie, you got a favorite horror movie, horror show?
I don't like horror movies.
No?
I don't.
Scary movie?
It,
Slightly scary movie? Like Peanuts?
so
Halloween Spectacular?
7.
Oh, that's a good one.
7's, I saw Blair Witch Project, and that scared me.
That's a scary. At the time, it was a scary movie because it was the first.
And they did this cool.
The
I don't
ad
know.
campaign.
Did you see it? Like, this was like when the internet was just kind of
Yeah.
doing its thing, and I had to ask my dad to get off the phone so I could look. But and they had this website set up.
Yeah.
That was like it looked real.
Everything that whole
They had
campaign.
the picture of the car and stuff.
Yeah.
They did a great job.
That whole campaign for just running around in the thing with the Betamax.
Yeah.
And making everybody sick in the theater.
Right. Yeah. Just like Dramamine and popcorn.
Yeah, that's a good one. We'll take that one as scary movie. So, you got a least favorite and a favorite Halloween candy?
Candy corn is my least favorite.
Yeah, that's been head and shoulders.
Yeah.
That and butterscotch have been up there.
Oh, butterscotch?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't mind a Werther's original, but it's not my favorite. My favorite, like the house that sells that gives out the full size Snickers.
Yeah, it's
you
amazing.
know,
Always go with the chocolate
My
bars.
grandmother worked at M&M Mars.
Really?
And it's a factory in Waco, and so they did this thing for families on Halloween, where it's just this huge haunted house in the kind of not in the factory, but in that same building.
Yeah.
And they gave out the big candy bars.
Nice. That's
awesome.
a perk.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a M&M factory in
Yeah,
Waco.
in Waco, it would smell like some days it would smell like Twix, and some days it would smell like Skittles.
That's awesome. So you got any big phobias? What's your phobia?
I'm not a big fan of spiders.
No?
I don't like them.
Everybody's saying that. And that's mine too.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to change it. I'm just
You know,
going to
it's
decide
not-
to have a willpower and not be scared of spiders anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I can hold my own against
Yeah.
No,
I
I got
like
a foot. I got 2 feet.
I don't like them. Yeah. Just no
I
thanks.
usually leave them alone unless they're like getting in my. Like there was one that I found in my house, like kind of close to my bed. One time I was like, no.
Yeah, that's got to go.
Yeah, you're gone, buddy.
All right. So in this interview, we're going to do some either wars.
Okay.
Okay. Just as you say you like one does not mean you dislike the other.
Fair
You do
enough.
not have to answer them if you don't want to. We have a lot of that.
Okay.
They just don't want to answer. It's more fun if you do.
I'll be a good sport. I'll try.
First one is Beatles or Stones.
Beatles,
That was quick. Van Halen or Led Zeppelin.
Zeppelin.
Yeah. Aretha or Dolly.
Oh. Aretha.
It's just
Aretha.
Elvis or Sinatra.
Sinatra.
Had time. Most of them have been Sinatra's.
Oh,
Very,
really?
Very surprising to me.
Interesting.
Willie or Johnny.
Willie.
Okay. Michael Jackson or Prince.
Prince.
They all been Prince. Lady Gaga or Madonna.
Well, so MJ, like, there's an asterisk by his name now. Like,
well, no, we're gonna.
But
it's
yeah.
just
Oh,
music.
this is pure.
Prince wasn't a Prince either. if
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
I like
I
it,
mean-
Shane. Yeah. Prince stays.
Okay. Let's not even touch that stuff about.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Lady Gaga or Madonna.
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 Oh, gosh. I listened to the Show's Over, Say Goodbye, that song.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, that song is awesome. Madonna's Say Goodbye.
It's a cool
Well,
song.
I won't sing it. It's great. Look it up.
Look it up. So Billie Eilish or Taylor Swift.
Billie Eilish.
Thank you. Soundgarden or Pearl Jam.
Soundgarden.
You're a smart man. NWA or Beastie Boys.
Beastie.
Okay. Metallica or Sabbath.
Sabbath.
Okay. There is no wrong answer on that one, really.
Yeah, there isn't.
It should be Metallica. All right. The last one is John Prine or Bob Dylan.
Ooh.
Freebo gave me that one. I got to give him credit.
That's
This
a really
is
good
a
one.
guy out of California.
I'm admittedly late to the party on John Prine. I'm familiar with some, so I got to say Dylan.
Okay. All right. Works for me. Well, that's all I got for you. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
This was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, right. Brian Patterson.
Thanks, everybody.